Hello people, welcome to our YouTube channel Farming in Ghana TV. If you have just come across this channel, you can do your best to subscribe to the channel, like the videos and share with your friends. Tap on the notification bell so that anytime that we have any new information regarding our farming activities, you will be the first to get a gist of the new information. So here we are on a 5-acre land that we were given by one of the subscribers that we have on this channel, but we got a free 5-acre land to develop. And remember, this is not somebody that I know. I don't know him from anywhere. I don't have his picture. I don't have anything of him. So we thank God. And it's very close to Accra. It has been there empty for the past 5 years. And you know what? It is only cows that has been feeding or has been grazing on this land, to the extent that they have overgrazed the land. So the land needs repairs. We have to do what we call land treatment. And then under normal circumstances, it should have been left for many years, but we can't do that. So we are going to put a perennial crop on this land so that we can get the land back. Currently, we have stopped the cows from coming here by constructing a fence around the farm. So here we are on the land. It's a 5-acre land, very fertile land. And when we came, we got some few inheritances on this land. We got about 28 orange trees, which are bearing fruit. Then we got about 15 to 17 of pear trees here, which are also going waste. So we are going to find ways to commercialize all these things, these food items that we came to meet here. And we have some few plantains also on the land. So since we are coming to do farming on it, we are not going to destroy any food that we came to meet. We are going to protect it, and then we are going to add ours. So here on this 5-acre land, we are going to grow plantains on it. We are going to do 5 acres of plantain on this particular site. And we intend to plant 1,000 suckers. Yes, we intend to plant 1,000 suckers of plantain on this site on a 3-acre, because I need to leave about 2 acres to do vegetables in the dry season. So I'm going to do 3 acres of the plantain, which will take approximately about 1,000 suckers. And one sucker is being sold to me for 2 cedis from where I'm getting it from. And currently, I have been able to secure about 600 suckers that we are treating to move to the site for planting. Plantain is one of the perennial crops or annual crops that is very easy to do. It's just like cassava. It has a self-sponsorship kind of function where you secure the initial planting materials and you do your first harvest. You don't go back looking for the planting materials to come and plant again. The first one that you planted is going to be used to continue expanding the farm and maintaining the farm. Plantains always grow with their own suckers. So these suckers that we are putting in the holes, each of them is going to come up with about 2 or 3. So we are going to even get more suckers to sell to others and to expand our farms if we so wish. Each tree that comes at the end of the year is going to come with at least one bunch of plantain, and each bunch of plantain is going to contain about between 30 to 50 pieces of the plantain. So in that aspect, my intention to do 3 acres of plantain where I'll be planting 1,000 suckers will be able to give me some good money, over 70,000 at the end of 1 year. And you know the maturity period is mostly 1 year. So I am estimating that if I'm planting 1,000 suckers of plantain, I am going to underestimate my revenue by saying that 500 out of that 1,000 that I planted should survive. If the 500 survives, and currently a bunch of the plantain is selling on the market for 200 to 300 Ghana cedis, that is Accra and then Kumasi. And the single piece of the plantain is also selling for 10 cedis in Accra and then Kumasi. And then for next year, 2026, what I will do is that I will underestimate the market price for a bunch of plantain to say about 150 Ghana cedis. Okay, so if I have 500 of those surviving, so you multiply the 150 Ghana cedis being the market price by the 500 that survived, are going to make about 75,000 Ghana cedis from your first harvest. And remember that with this one, the planting materials is secured already. So most of this, all the plantain that I planted, the trees are going to come with their own suckers. So I will be able to get more to expand. And then what happens in the case of plantain is that once it is due for harvest and you harvest, you cut down the tree that you harvested from, and then leaving the trees, the suckers that it brought itself to be able to grow. So it's an annual thing. It's a 1 year thing. And with this kind of formula, you can harvest these plantains for as long as you keep maintaining the farm. 5 years, 6 years, 10 years, 20 years, you can always harvest. So it's a type of farming that I would mostly recommend for people living abroad who have lands here in Ghana that is not being used. So as you can see in my video, the land has been prepared. Yes, with the plantain planting, you don't need to get the ground to ground zero, the ground to ground zero. You can always plant it this way. You can just plant in it, because we are going to do a lot of work. We are going to apply offer for fertilizers, because it's commercialized, to get the plantains well and in good quantity, because we are going to sell. And then we are going to plant some portions to be some little cassava. We'll pass cassava through, just very little, because the plantain has not yet formed any umbrella. So this land, actually, we are going to do a lot with this land. We are going to do, it's a 5-acre land, and we are using 3 acres now to develop a plantain field. So you can subscribe to the channel. I'm going to give you a lot of details on how the plantain is being done. Currently, as I'm speaking, we have brought all the suckers from the roadside onto the farm, and we are going to start digging and start planting our plantain. Yes, so agriculture itself is quite very interesting, because all you need to do is to just put the thing on the ground, and the Almighty God, or Allah, is going to provide the rain, the sunshine, and then the carbon dioxide to be able to allow the crop to grow. Then you can just turn that into cash. Producing food is very important, because for issues of galamsey, we don't eat gold, we don't eat money, we don't eat any other thing, but every human being is going to eat. No matter what you do, everybody is going to eat. So providing food or producing food is going to guarantee that you always going to have success. Yes, farming is very interesting to do. As usual, as I always do, you can subscribe and follow the channel, because I'm going to give you details of what we are doing. As you can see this video now, you can just take note of the land. It was just prepared, and we are digging the holes and planting our plantain. Take note of it, because when I bring you the video of when these plantains are actually growing, that's roughly in about 3, 4, 6 months time, you will see the difference. The plantain is going to occupy this whole field, and it's going to be very beautiful. That's one unique thing about agriculture. When you do the initial planting, you don't really see what you are doing, because you just see the place as bare. But once the rain sets in and everything begins to grow, and you come to the farm, then you begin to have regrets as to why you didn't do the farm bigger. Yes, you will feel, if I knew this thing was going to be like this, I would have done it bigger. And by then it would be too late. I had that experiences when I started earlier on, and I was doing the cabbage. You go to the farm and the planting has been done, and then you see it, and then you are wondering, why is the farm looking like this? Is it that these boys are deceiving me or what? But as time goes on, after going and returning for about 3, 4 weeks, you come and the things are germinating, and it's so beautiful. Now you have the regret of not doing so. Don't leave your farm empty. Don't leave your farmland unused. You can always put the farmland into use. You can plant something on it. Plantain is there, and a whole lot of things are there. I'll leave my You can send me comments respectively in the comment sections, and I'm always available. Once I'm not in the bush and I'm in the network area, I will respond to your messages. As I stated earlier, plantain farming and cassava farming is one of the easiest forms of farming. Yeah, it's very easy to do these farms because all you need to do is the initial planting. Once you do the initial planting, the remaining one is nothing to worry about because it will self-sponsor itself. Yes. And remember, farming is not a get rich quick scheme. The farming is something that really needs time. You need to take your time to be able to make the profit in farming. Don't come into farming and think that you just become successful within 6 months or 1 year. That was a thought I had at the initial stages when I came into farming. Okay, it takes time. It takes time. This field I'm developing, it will take time, and then you begin to see the beauty of what you have done. So you can see the planting has been done. There are you can't really see it well, but there are plantains that we've plotted all over the place. So at the time of this recording, we have planted 600 plantain suckers on this 3-acre farm. Yes, so we are on it. Our target is 1,000, and we'll be able to meet the target of 1,000 plantain suckers before the rain stops.